situation here. Let's see what Darien can do. Stopped by McGee, but put back by Bennett McDermott. That's a goal for the Blue Wave. Jordan with a deep three. No good. Front rim. Jack Tierney with the rebound. Roloff with the three. That's good. Splash.
Cut and turn, and he has now scored his first point.
So J.P. Heron is on the board for Darien and can't get it to go. DeMonicus with the rebound and puts it back up and in. Nice offensive board by Lindsay DeMonicus.
Nice play by Vandenbroek there. Oh, she's
there you go. And there is a short-handed goal by Shea Vandenbroek. The Darien Athletic Foundation is proud to present high school varsity girls basketball tonight from the campus of Darien High School. It's the Darien Blue Wave taking on the Fairfield Warde Mustangs. Hello, everybody. I'm Damian Andrew. Glad you could be with us on this DAF Media live stream, and alongside me, as he has been for much of this high school basketball season, Brad Bushel. Brad, glad to have you with us tonight on this DAF Media Network broadcast, and a big game here tonight for the Blue Wave as they try to get more wins and get into not only the FCIAC tournament, but the state tournament.
Yes, good evening, Damon. It's great to be here. Big game for Darien. They've got their work cut out for them. We'll see what happens. I can't wait. We're about ready to tip.
Yeah, we're moments away from tip-off here. Darien, Fairfield Warde. Blue Wave come into this one 6-7 overall, 6-5 in the FCIAC. Fairfield Warde 11-3 overall, 8-2 in the FCIAC, and we are underway here from Darien High School. Shot is up, no good by Olivia Parisi. She's their top scorer. We'll talk more about her throughout this broadcast.
Darien's in a zone. It looks like a 3-2 zone or a 1-2-2 now. A little unusual, but it seems to be confusing them.
And that'll be a Blue Wave ball on the Warde turnover.
It's our first turnover of the night, and it looks like Warde is going to press man to man. Let's see how Darien can break the press. They need to hurry a bit.
So the Wave get it across half court, and here's Fiore underneath. She misses the layup. Demonicus with the second chance points. So Darien up 2-0.
We broke the press very nicely that time. Darien falls back into their half-court zone.
The three is good by Caroline Ofiero, the junior guard. So she spots up, they give her space, and she knocks it down.
I thought she had her foot on the line, but I guess I'm at a bad angle here.
Here's Fiore underneath.
Nice, nice.
Nice entry pass by Dolce to
now
Fiore.
Darien's pressing. Looks like a zone press. They broke it very easily that time.
Here's Parisi. She gets it to go. The senior forward averaging almost 19 points a game, 9 rebounds per game. So she is really the heart and soul of this Fairfield Warde team.
Good box out that time on the part of Warde. They're moving the ball very quickly.
So we are just underway here from Darien High School. Parisi in the paint, rolls off the rim. Out of bounds, it'll be Darien ball.
Darien is not doing a good job of boxing out there. We had several attempts to get a defensive rebound and couldn't come up with it.
There's Warde head coach Dave Denko, longtime head coach of the Mustangs, has done a terrific job, over 400 wins at the high school level. And
nice.
That's a Warde turnover, up ahead to Fiore on the breakaway, and she gets tied up. Actually, that's going to be a foul.
There's a bit of a scrum under the basket, and gosh, I thought that was a held ball.
And that's going to be a foul on Olivia Parisi, the senior forward for Fairfield Warde, the Mustangs' top player. Here's Demonicus. She'll inbound the ball, gets it to Dolce, the head fake, and she is blocked by Kat Allison.
Nice play by Haley King.
And that is going to be a timeout, Fairfield Warde.
Darien's come out really on the ball here. They're keeping the pace with Warde, and need to box out, get some good shots. Started off good.
If the playoffs were to start today, you and I spoke
Right.
briefly about this in pregame. If the
Right.
playoffs were to start today, Darien would be in as the 8th seed. Fairfield Warde would be the 4 seed, but the playoffs don't start today.
Right.
So
Right.
there's still a lot of season left.
Right.
And Darien still 2 wins away from securing a spot in the state tournament.
To be sure, we need to get a couple of wins that we're maybe not expecting to, like this one tonight. If we can get this one tonight, we'll be a lot more comfortable.
Well, Darien had a quality win the other night against
Absolutely.
Ridgefield.
Absolutely.
And Ridgefield came into that game as maybe the hottest team in the FCIAC,
Right.
having won 8 straight.
Right, right.
Warde's certainly one of the top teams in the conference this year, and that is Parisi again. So Darien has to find a way to stop her. And there's a Darien turnover. Parisi in the paint, and she is going to be fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, Damien, sometimes you can tell right away who the star of the team is, and it's definitely Parisi.
Yeah.
You can tell just the first few times up and down the floor that she's got it going on. We need to stop her.
Well, I spoke to head coach Denko, who I've known for a long time. Terrific coach, terrific guy, and he said that Parisi is their top player, as I mentioned, averaging nearly 19 points a game, almost 10 rebounds per game.
I think she's got 5 points already.
And she's off to a hot start here for the Mustangs. Fairfield Warde continues to pressure the basketball full court. Fiore brings it across the midcourt stripe, and Darien will set its offense. Ramsey up top, double team. She gets it in the corner to King, to DeMonicus, out to Dolce. There's Ramsey in the middle.
Oh,
And
good. That was a great look. She just missed a shot.
Coach Danko very concerned about Darien's two bigs.
Yes, absolutely.
Ramsey and Fiore. He knows they are two of the top players in the conference. Darien, Brad, stays in that zone.
The turnover.
And that is going to be an over and back violation by Fairfield Warde.
Yes, Darien zone has Katie Ramsey out on top, probably our best athlete and our longest one for sure, and they put her out on top to disrupt the passing.
She wreaks so much havoc at the top of that zone.
Right. And we got a turnover just there, so.
Damian Andrew alongside Brad Bushel on the DAF Media Network. Our director is Ethan Haas. Camera 1, Charlie Hunter. Camera 2, John Reynolds. So glad you could be with us.
Got the full crew here tonight.
We certainly do. Dolce, the three, rattles in and out. And it's brought down by Alicia Henry. And a block inside by Fiore. Here's Ramsey running the break, and it's taken away by Tony Lemparski.
Ramsey just lost her dribble there. Ward's being very patient against our zone now, in contrast to the first few times they had the ball. They're going to take their time. They've got a little bit of a lead. Looking for Parisi. In fact, Coach Danko's screaming to get the ball to Olivia.
The three from the corner is no good by Alicia Henry.
If Darien can keep the ball away from Olivia Parisi, that would be quite an accomplishment. Katie Ramsey.
Ramsey inside is no good.
Missed a point blank.
Parisi with the rebound. And here comes Lemparski. Nice move by Parisi, and the iron was kind that time, as Bill Raftery would say.
Yes,
Melba,
too easy.
Melba Chambers wants a timeout for Darien. Chambers in her first year as the Blue Wave head coach, as we take a look at her in that huddle. Great shot there by camera 2, John Reynolds.
That was a good timeout by Coach Chambers. We can't let this get too far out of hand. We need to hit a couple of baskets. We've had some good chances in close and missed them.
As we talked about earlier, Brad, Darien coming off a quality win. You talk about quality opponents.
Yes.
This is a quality opponent tonight in Fairfield Warde, one of the top teams in the conference, coming off a quality win over Ridgefield the other night, 47-37 win over Ridgefield. Fiore had over 20 points. I believe she had 26 in that game, was dominant throughout, played very well.
We need to get her going again tonight. I don't believe she's touched the ball more than a couple of times.
She had the one layup early on, and Fairfield Warde stays in its full court pressure.
We seem to be handling it very well, although we just threw the ball away.
So a turnover, Darien, as Dolce's pass goes off of the outstretched arms of Lindsay DeMonicus. And here comes Fairfield Warde. Parisi, or Alfiero, Caroline Alfiero will bring it up inside to Parisi.
They sure look to go inside to Parisi every time, every time.
And that was a kick on Darien, so it'll be Mustangs' ball underneath their own basket. And that is a long three by Alicia Henry, no good.
Good box out that time by the interior of the Darien defense.
Dolce gets it to Ramsey. Dolce up top, inside to a wide open DeMonicus. She can't convert the easy two, but a great hustle play by DeMonicus. Gets the ball back.
Oh my goodness.
And that'll be a and one here for Ramsey. She's fouled lays it up and in, and she'll try to complete the three-point play.
I thought Delmonicus was fouled and just before that, but fortunately, Chrissy got the ball and stuck it in the hole and got fouled. So this is the way to climb back into this game, to hit our layups and hit our free throws. The gym got very silent there,
It
didn't
certainly did. You could hear a pin drop, Brad Bushel.
I think it maybe threw her off as she missed that shot, that free throw.
And that'll be off of Haley King, so it'll stay Mustangs ball.
Our zone is trying to collapse a little bit better on Parisi, which we're going to have to do effectively if we're going to stay close in this game. Darien is.
Want to give a quick shout out to Chrissy Fiore's aunt, who is out in California, and I am told by Chrissy's mom she watches our live stream. So thanks for that, and welcome in if you are watching. Dolce brings it across the midcourt stripe to Ramsey near the foul line. She puts it up, and it is good.
It sure is great to have family from around the country to be able to tune into these and watch their family members play. What a great thing and technology is, huh?
It is, and as you and I have talked about, we've had a number of
yes.
People from all over the country tuning into these DAF media broadcasts. So under a minute remaining in the opening quarter, 10-8, Fairfield Warde. Here's Ramsey, throws it up and gets it to go down. We are tied at 10.
Be nice if Katie can get hot there. Katie Ramsey, she's hit the last 2 shots, and we have a tie game.
Ofiero up top with the ball, swings it to Kresnicki. And here's Parisi into the corner. The 3 is no good by Lemparski.
This will be Darien's first chance to take a lead in this game.
Haley King on the far side of the court. Cross-court pass to Dolce. Inside to Fiore. She kicks it out to King for 3. No good. And Parisi,
good ball movement.
Ofiero, rather, brings it down.
Great ball movement on the part of Darien.
The 3 is up, and it is good at the buzzer by Tony Lemparski. The sophomore guard heaves it up, and she drains it, and that gives Fairfield Warde a 13-10 lead at the end of the first quarter. So we've seen a couple of shots like that this season in high school basketball.
I didn't think she heaved it. I thought she shot that, and she knew what she was doing.
She
went
did,
right in.
but I tell you what, that was well deep.
That was way out there. That was way out there.
She chucked it up there. Damian
Well,
Andrew.
we have a game. We have a great game here. This has been a really good first quarter.
And you would expect nothing less from Fairfield Warde. Well coached.
Right.
They come in here. Coach Danko has done a terrific job, as I mentioned, over 400 wins in his career. Made it to the state championship in 2009, lost to Hillhouse in the Class L state finals after winning the FCIAC championship that year in 2009. You probably remember that year. Obviously, Brad is the father of Kate Bushel, who played here at Darien High School, also played in college at Hamilton. And actually, we've got a couple of, how about this? Got a couple of,
there we go.
Got a couple of photos here of Kate from her days at Hamilton College. How about that?
Yep, bringing the ball up, which she didn't do very often.
Well, I certainly remember her here at Darien, and she was a tough player to defend and always a heady player and scrappy player. But then again, I would expect nothing less from the daughter of a man who's in the High School Basketball Hall of Fame out in the state of Illinois. Back to the action here. Second quarter is underway. Ramsey double teamed. She puts it up, and it is good. So Katie Ramsey cuts into that Warde lead with the jumper in the paint.
Katie has 6 points now, Katie Ramsey.
The offensive rebound by Parisi.
Looks like
but Ramsey takes it away, and they get it to Dolce, and she will jog it across the midcourt stripe. Here's DeMonicus with the ball on the right wing. Up top to Stobie. She's in the game now. Rachel Stobie, the junior. Here's Fiore. Can't get it to go. A little too hard off the glass.
That was nicely contested on the part of Warde. They were all over.
And Caroline Alfiero with the ball. Gets it over to Krasnicki, Christine Krasnicki.
Warde is being very patient against our zone. We're collapsing on Parisi.
Inside to Krasnicki.
Yep.
She kicks it out. Here is Alfiero, and that is good.
Somebody better get on her, too.
And that's a long two. 15-12, Fairfield Warde. Dolce with the ball, looking to bring it up court. Cross-court pass to Rachel Stobie, and she has it taken away. Actually, it's wrapped up
Looks like the ball will go to Warde.
by Kat Allison, so possession arrow favors the Mustangs. We're just underway here in the second quarter of this FCIAC girls varsity basketball game between Darien and Fairfield Warde. Ramsey with the steal. She takes it the length of the court and lays it up and in. And Blue Wave down one.
Katie Ramsey's taken over this game. She's got the last 6 points on the part of Darien.
There's Parisi. The jumper rattles in and out. Krasnicki tries to save it, and she does, into the hands of Gwen Dolce. We also want to thank all our viewers up in Fairfield watching this live stream. The nice dump pass down low. Ramsey to Fiore, can't get it to go. The second effort by Ramsey's no good.
That's her first miss this quarter.
1 point game in this FCIAC girls basketball matchup. You know, when I spoke with Coach Denko earlier today, Brad, he said this is a very good Darien team. Their record maybe not indicative of how good they are with the talent they have, specifically the two senior bigs in Ramsey and Fiore. Called them very athletic, difficult to guard, but Darien comes in here 6-7 overall, 6-5 in the FCIAC.
Well, Darien's very athletic, and when they play together, they can give anybody trouble. And tonight, Katie Ramsey is really putting on a show.
And that goes off of Ramsey, so it'll stay Warde basketball.
It's been sort of a Parisi versus Ramsey game so far.
And Coach Denko said he's been pleasantly surprised with his team's success this year. They lost a lot to graduation last year. One of their top players, Deja Polk, was their point guard, and she ran the show. Always difficult replacing your point guard, especially one that's been in the program for a while.
Warde's sticking with the press, and we broke it fairly easily that time.
There's Ramsey in the lane.
On the move.
Gets her own rebound, looking for Fiore. She nearly tied up, puts it up. DeMonicus puts it up. And a second effort by Ramsey.
Looks like we just wore out under there. It looked like a volleyball game broke out.
Darien owned the offensive glass, that time down the floor.
Yes. They couldn't get it in the hole.
Under 5 minutes remaining here in this first half between Darien and Fairfield Warde.
Another turnover. Coach Dango's not happy. He gets 2 subs off the bench right away. He's not happy with that turnover.
Here's Stobie into the lane. And it'll be Fairfield Warde ball. Well, listen, he's a coach, and you don't get to 413 wins, I believe it is, unless you sometimes get after your team.
Well, if there's one thing that drives a coach crazy, it's turnovers. Turnover after turnover after turnover will get some people off the bench and into the game. The refs had a little indecision as to whose ball that is, and they've now changed their mind and given the ball to Darien.
Caroline Kruger checks into the game for Darien.
Coach Danko wants an explanation here. We're all lined up to give the ball to Ward.
I actually thought it was Ward ball myself. I thought it went off of Rachel Stobie, who is now checked out of the game, but they
a lot of indecision on the part of the refs there.
keep it Darien ball. DeMonicus puts it up, and
Very
it is
nice.
good.
Great shot.
When you give her space and she can take that jumper, she can be dangerous. Here's Fairfield Warde. Parisi up top with the ball. Darien stays in that zone defense. The three from the corner is good by Alicia Henry.
Another nice shot.
So the sophomore forward with a big three from the corner, and that gives Ward a 4-point lead. Kruger gets it out to Dolce. And here's Ramsey at the top of the key. Dolce tried to get it inside to Fiore. Darien turns it over. And Tony Lamparski, who hit that three at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter, has the ball out front. Lamparski swings it to Alfiero.
Ward seems to be standing around. They look for Parisi all the time. And when she's not open, they're pretty stagnant. Now Parisi's out in the corner.
Ward has been very patient with the basketball in this first half. Parisi goes baseline. Here's Lamparski. Double teamed by Ramsey and Dolce. Here's Alfiero. Strong to the basket, but she is going to be fouled by Caroline Kruger, the junior.
She was a bit out of control there, and Caroline bailed her out with a foul.
Again, thanks for joining us on this DAF Media broadcast of high school varsity girls basketball. Darien and Fairfield Warde, an FCIAC matchup. We are live here at Darien High School.
We've got a good one with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 2:05 to be exact.
It's been an entertaining first half between these two FCIAC teams. And Alfiero gets the second one. DeMonicus up ahead to Fiore. She's double teamed in the corner, and then she throws it away. So a Darien turnover. It'll be Fairfield Warde ball under 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Darien needs to get Chrissy Fiore a little more involved. She's only touched the ball a few times, and she turned it over that time. There's another turnover on the part of Warde. The ball went inside and was tipped away. Darien picked it up and brings it slowly up the court.
DeMonicus, the three is no good. Ramsey tracks it down and gets it to Dolce. Swings it to DeMonicus. She thought about it again from three. Has her shot altered.
They're letting them play here. There's not been many fouls called.
Haven't been very many whistles. You're absolutely right. And Lamparski hits another three. So she had the three at the first quarter buzzer. She hits another three. It's now 25-16 Warde as the Mustangs have extended their lead here at Darien High School.
Darien needs to get a good shot here. Narrow this lead a little bit before halftime. And we turn the ball over.
Here comes Parisi. She takes it length of the court.
She looked like LeBron James going to the hoop there.
Great.
Somebody should have jumped in front of her. We still have a chance for the last shot here.
There's Kruger.
I believe that's a shooting foul.
It's going to be a blocking foul. It's
Well,
going to be a blocking foul, I believe, on Kat Allison. Is she?
Right.
No, she doesn't check out of the game. Lamparski checks out of the game. Caroline Mills coming into the game. She'll replace Kat Allison.
Have 29 seconds left this first half.
Kruger to Demonicus in the corner.
Whoa,
Tries to
bad
get it to
pass.
Ramsey, but it's picked off by Christine Krasnicki. And she can't convert the layup as Ramsey had something to do with that. Alters her shot.
20 seconds left, 15 now.
Kruger
Nice shot.
hits the jumper.
That helps. Darien.
So under 10 seconds left. Here's Krasnicki into the corner to Henry. Back out to Krasnicki. They got to hurry to get off a shot. Krasnicki at the buzzer, off the glass, no good, and that's the way the first half will end. Fairfield Warde leads Darien 27-18. We are going to take a quick break, and we will be back with second half action here on the DAF Media Network. We are at the half on the DAF Media Network. High school varsity girls basketball. Darien taking on Fairfield Warde, and at the half, the Mustangs lead 27-18. Your impressions, Brad Bushel, of the first half?
Well, it's been a game of stars. 10 of our Darien 18 points, 10 of the 18 belong to Katie Ramsey. And on Ward's side, 9 of their 27 points go to Olivia Parisi. So it's kind of Parisi versus Ramsey at this point.
Well, 2 of the top players in the FCIAC, no doubt about that. But we are just about ready to start the second half.
Darien's down by 9. We need to get some baskets here to even this thing up.
Here's Dolce, right wing, puts up the 3, it's no good. And that'll be out of bounds off Katie Ramsey, so it'll be Fairfield Warde basketball here.
At halftime, Damien, I was talking to Kelly Richter, who's in the stands in street clothes because she was suspended for 1 game due to an elbow she threw at last game, and no one I've talked to seems to think it warranted a suspension. So we're down. Kelly Richter's not available tonight.
Kelly Richter, the sophomore guard, not available, as you just mentioned. We're just underway here in the second half. High school varsity girls basketball. Fairfield Warde taking on Darien. And nearly a Warde turnover.
Darien sticking to that zone, the 1-2-2 zone with Katie Ramsey out front.
The shot in and out by Ava Fitzpatrick, but Kat Allison is there with the putback.
Darien's got to be careful not to let this get out of hand.
Yeah, I would imagine, Brad Bushel, these first few minutes of the second half crucial for the Blue Wave.
Yes,
as they try to get back in this game. Here's Ramsey, splits the defense, gets it to Fiore.
Boy.
Shots up and no good.
I thought she got hammered good underneath.
And
no call.
Olivia Parisi comes away with the rebound. Here's Krasnicki.
We've had very few fouls called in this game.
Yeah, we were just talking to one of the officials. Not many whistles. And he said, don't jinx it. And a tough shot is good by Caroline Ofiero, the junior guard. She has played well in this game against Darien. And right now it's 31-18, Mustangs in control. Dolce inside to Fiore. Nice entry pass down low by Dolce.
That's how to cut the lead. Move the ball inside.
An 11-point Fairfield Warde lead. Ava Fitzpatrick swings it to Caroline Ofiero. Tries to get it inside to Parisi, but Ramsey takes it away, and Ramsey takes it in for 2.
There we go.
So athletic in the open floor.
She took that all the way. I thought she was going to dunk it there for a second. She now has 14 points. 14 of Darien's 22 points belong to Katie Ramsey.
I want to thank all our viewers watching this DAF Media Network live stream of high school girls basketball between Darien and Fairfield Warde. Nice block by Fiore. Fitzpatrick, circus shot is no good. And underneath, it's Parisi. Big smile on her face.
That can't happen if you're Darien.
She is tough, an impressive player. Dolce just gets it to Ramsey. Demonicus bounces off the iron, and Ofiero with the rebound.
Boy.
And she loses control. Dolce with the ball to Ramsey. Ramsey's going to be whistled for a traveling violation, trying to get it to Fiore down low. Had Fiore open.
Katie Ramsey's all over the court. She got the steal that time and just a little too active and impatient there. She traveled before she made the pass. 11-point lead, Warde on top.
Shot is no good. Dolce with the rebound.
I think Darien needs to just calm down a little bit and get a couple of good shots. Get us back in this game.
3 seniors and 2 sophomores on the floor for Darien right now. Haley King in the corner.
Haley's been quiet tonight.
Here's Dolce from the left side. The 3 is no good. And Ava Fitzpatrick comes away with it. Warde looking to push the pace.
Nice hustle on the part of Haley King there to chase the Fox down and knock the ball out from behind.
She knocked the ball out from behind. It'll be out of bounds off King. Caroline Kruger comes into the game for Darien.
And Haley King sits down.
Under 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter here at Darien High School. Shot is no good by Fitzpatrick, and Ramsey with the rebound. Ramsey gets it to Dolce. That's Kruger. Rolls off the back of the iron.
Little indecision that time. She didn't know whether to shoot it or hold it.
Krasnicki inside.
Nice play.
Was
by
looking for
Chrissy
Kat
Fiore.
Allison, but Fiore with the steal.
Nice play. Maybe that'll get Chrissy going.
And so that was a foul on Christine Krasnicki.
Katie Ramsey goes to the bench as Susanna Akabar comes in to take her place, give her Katie a bit of a rest.
DeMonicus nearly lost it out of bounds, but she is able to gather the ball. Here's Fiore, kicks it out to Dolce. Kruger up top, swings it to DeMonicus. 3 is up, and it's no good, off the front of the iron. Kruger to Fiore. She puts it up, draws the foul.
Nice job of getting in the middle by Fiore that time to draw the foul.
Fiore gets the ball at the high post and always makes a strong move
Right.
to the basket.
She's got a quick first step.
First free throw is good.
That's how you convert on the foul. One of our few foul attempts this evening. She's 1 for 1 there from the foul line. As Warde takes the rebound. Now have Chrissy Fiore out on top.
Fiore guarding O'Fiore.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, that's right. Here's Krasnicki with the ball into the corner to Lemparski. There's Alicia Henry. She gets it to Krasnicki. O'Fiora. There's Henry. And Henry is whistled for steps.
Nice defense on the part of Darien that time. The blue wave put the clamps on it. We'll see how long Chrissy sits on the bench over there, catching her breath. Maybe for the rest of the quarter. There's 2 minutes left.
There's Dolce. Abu Bakar can't get it to go. And that is DeMonicus will shoot 2.
It'll sure be helpful if we can get our players to the line here and shoot these foul shots while the clock's not running.
Makes the first one.
Beautiful.
Darien girls volleyball and boys volleyball head coach Lori LaRusso taking this one in. Terrific head coach, has done a great job with both the girls programs and the boys programs.
She's always here. Lindsay got them both. She has a beautiful high arcing shot.
She certainly does.
Great
and of course,
spin.
Coach LaRusso, I believe, 2-time National Coach of the Year, Brad Bushel, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably should have been more.
There's Ofioro.
We've closed the gap a little bit. It's down to 8 points. Let's see if we can get a stop here.
You can tell why Fairfield Warde is 8-2 in the FCIAC and 11-3 overall. Well-coached, disciplined team. They've been very patient with the basketball tonight.
They have great spacing against our zone. They move well.
And nearly a steal by Fiore. And you can see Coach Denko on the sideline imploring his team to be patient and run some clock here. Under a minute remaining in the third quarter, Fairfield Warde up 33-25.
I think Coach Denko would be happy if Warde had the last shot here.
And Fairfield Warde has led for much of this ball game.
They're in no hurry, 30 seconds.
Come on, Blue, get the ball.
Passing the ball back and forth out front. Chrissy Fiore's not contesting the passing. Now we're down to 10 seconds. The ball's still out front with Warde. Now they begin to move and look for a shot. Down to 7, 5. A little bit more frantic now. Long shot from the corner.
And the three is good by Alicia Henry at the buzzer.
What a shot. They've
So Tony Lamparski hit a buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter for Fairfield Warde, and this time Alicia Henry hits the three from the corner to end the third quarter. So a patient group by...
Those 6 points have made a big difference in this game. As they say, somebody should get on her.
got to get out and guard her.
Easier said than done.
Absolutely. But as we were just saying moments ago, though, you have to be impressed with the way Fairfield Warde has played. You can tell why they're one of the top 4 teams in the FCIAC so far this season. Obviously, still a lot of season to go, but certainly they have played well to this point. And as I mentioned in the first half, Coach Dave Denko, the longtime Mustangs head coach, has said he has been pleasantly surprised with this group. As we mentioned earlier, lost a lot to graduation. Sometimes, you know, that can create some chemistry issues, but he has been pleased with the way his team has played this season.
They have a good group that supports Olivia Parisi, and the Darien zone has been collapsing on Parisi, and they've been able to hit some shots from outside to keep this lead. Katie Ramsey's back in the game and out front on the zone.
And she can wreak havoc at the top of the zone.
We're going to need her to do that here this last 8 minutes so if Darien can get back in the game.
Here we go. Fourth quarter is underway. Damian Andrew alongside Brad Bushel on the DAF Media Network. 36-25, Fairfield Warde. And they are content to run a little bit more clock here as we start the fourth quarter. You know, there is no shot clock in Connecticut high school boys or girls basketball. That time, Fairfield Warde turns it over, and here comes Katie Ramsey, strong to the hoop.
Nice.
Gets it to go.
Looks like our best offense is Katie Ramsey stealing the ball and dribbling to the hoop for a layup.
And Kat Allison can't hit the jumper in the paint. Dolce brings it across midcourt over to Ramsey on the right wing. Out top to DeMonicus. Fairfield Warde in a zone now. It looks like a 2-1-2 zone. Dolce no good, the long jumper.
We have all of our bigs in the game as Hassana Akbar is in with Chrissy and Katie.
It's Fiore, Ramsey. That'll be a jump ball.
Oh my gosh.
The arrow points to Darien. To your point, Brad, it is a Darien is tall in the front court with Chrissy Fiore, Katie Ramsey, the two seniors, and then Hassana Abubakar, the sophomore.
Looks like we're going to try to win this game inside.
There's Dolce with the ball as she sets the Blue Wave offense. Ramsey, baseline, can't hit the runner. Abubakar is there with the offensive rebound, and she's going to be fouled on the putback by Caroline Ofiero.
Abubakar was positioned very well that time. It boxed out and came up with the offensive rebound. See if we can convert the foul shots here.
The first one rolls off the front rim.
She didn't get the bounce.
Puts up the second one, no good.
She didn't get the bounce that time either.
Kat Allison comes down with the rebound. Here's Ava Fitzpatrick. Allison in the corner, out to Ofiero.
Coach Danko's up, urging patience. I think he thinks they've got this game if they just don't throw it away.
So inside to Parisi, and she is fouled. The foul on Hassana Abubakar. So 5:48 remaining in this game, 5:50. And first free throw is good. Rachel Stobie checks into the game for Darien, replacing Hassana Abubakar. And she gets them both. Have to be impressed with number 32 for Fairfield Warde, Olivia Parisi.
Absolutely.
And Carolyn Ofiero with the steal forces the turnover, and here's Parisi.
We missed 2 foul shots, and Parisi came down and got fouled, and she hit her 2. It's a big turnaround.
Here's Allison on the baseline. She gets tied up by Gwen Dolce, who comes up with the steal.
Well, there's a lot of contact under there that the refs just aren't calling this game. They're letting them play. Worked out to Darien's advantage that time.
Here's DeMonicus on the left wing, swings it to Dolce, spots up for 3, and that is good. So Gwen Dolce, the sophomore guard, with a big 3, and Darien pulls to within 8.
See if Darien can get a stop here. It looks like we've gone to a man-to-man defense.
Fitzpatrick, the runner off the glass, is too strong. Fiore, the board. Here's Ramsey in the open floor. She's going to take it strong to the rim. Fiore, the rebound, and Ofiero comes away with it for Fairfield Warde, and she'll bring it out.
Plenty of time here to get that 8-point lead down.
And it's a timeout by Dave Denko, the Fairfield Warde head coach. He wants to talk things over with his team, but
Coach Danko's on his knees over there. I don't know if he's praying or he's still on his knees.
Coach Denko is all decked out in his green pants and his navy blue blazer.
Maybe somebody's going to take his picture later.
There he is. They need the little stool that you see so oftentimes at timeouts in the college game.
Right.
Where they come right out onto the court.
Right.
Damian Andrew alongside Brad Bushel, whose daughter Kate is a Darien High School alum, played college basketball at Hamilton. Brad himself is in the High School Basketball Hall of Fame in the state of Illinois, and somebody told me this the other day. You played college football.
Yes.
Which I did not know.
I went to the University of Missouri and played football.
You're holding out on me. I did not know this. University of Missouri. So you played. So back then it was the
Big 12.
Big 12.
Yep.
Big 12.
I was a better football player than basketball player.
What position did you play?
Played safety.
You did?
My brother is 6'7", and he played basketball at the University of Illinois.
And who did he play for?
He had 3 coaches. He had
Henson was one of them?
Lou Henson, Gene Bartow, and Horace Schmidt.
Gene Bartow, who then went and coached at UAB. correct?
He went to UCLA first.
He went to UCLA, and then he ended up at University of Alabama, Birmingham.
He replaced John Wooden. He left
Yes.
Illinois and replaced John
That's
Wooden.
right. That's right. Love talking basketball with Brad Bushel. Here we go back to the action. DeMonicus misses the layup off the break. And Katie Ramsey is going to be whistled for the foul.
My brother's claim to fame at Illinois was he played against Magic Johnson.
Did he
at
really?
Michigan State, yeah. For a couple of years. They're about the same age.
Yeah.
We're all getting older, Damien.
Tell me about it.
Long time ago.
I have twin boys who are turning 7 in a couple of weeks. So
there you go. That'll keep you young.
Yeah, absolutely. But it goes quickly. And here's Fairfield Warde breaking the Darien pressure. Parisi with the ball. She's double teamed. Gets it out to Ava Fitzpatrick. She thought about taking the 3. Instead gets it to Krasnicki, and Krasnicki is going to be called
my goodness.
for a travel.
Nope, they called a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Krasnicki hopped, jumped up and down into Fiore, and they called a jump ball. I didn't see that Chrissy Fiore had her hands on the ball at all.
Krasnicki in a little bit of pain. Looks like she may have had the wind knocked out of her as she will come off the floor and be replaced by Alicia Henry, the sophomore forward. So hopefully she is okay. I think she just had the wind knocked out of her.
Unfortunate call.
And here's not for Fairfield Warde, for Darien.
Nope, they got the ball back.
So Fairfield Warde with an 8-point lead under 4 minutes remaining in the game. Here's Ofiero, and she is
now they called a travel.
Called for steps.
Some might say that was a makeup call. I think I just said that.
Here's Ramsey with the ball. Over to Dolce.
3 minutes and 40 seconds left, Damien. Darien's got to put the ball in the hoop here if they're going to get back in this game.
I was just going to say that the clock becoming Darien's opponent as well. Dolce way up top for 3, and it goes in. A deep 3 by the sophomore Gwen Dolce. And that is going to be a foul on Katie Ramsey.
She's got a little aggressive there in the backcourt. There's no need to hurry. We're within 5, Darien is. It's a non-shooting foul, so there's no harm there. Darien's pressing all over the court. And the ball goes out of bounds back to Warde. Coach Danko has the ball, and he's not giving it up as he barks out instructions to his players. Now they're set to play the ball in. Things have gotten a bit frantic here as Darien tries to double team. And unfortunately,
that is going to be an and one for Olivia Parisi. So Rachel Stobie picks up the foul there, and Parisi will go to the line. 1-and-1 situation. Actually, sorry about that. She made it. That's a 3-point play by Parisi.
So they got the 3 points back from
41-33, Fairfield Warde. And Darien turns it over. Ofiero double team near midcourt. She calls a timeout and she gets it.
That was a smart play.
Smart, heady play by Caroline Ofiero.
She quickly called a timeout when she sensed a double team.
The junior guard has played well tonight for Fairfield Warde.
Certainly has. I think Coach Chambers now has got to play man-to-man and get that double team whenever she can out front, because Coach Danko has shown that he will hold the ball and slow things down.
There is Coach Melba Chambers, Darien's first-year head coach. Played her college basketball at Georgetown, and then she coached at her alma mater for a brief stint. Also coached at the College of Charleston down in South Carolina. Of course, the College of Charleston has had a terrific men's program for a number of years, as you know, Brad.
Yep. I don't know how they're doing this year, though. I haven't kept up with him. It's about tournament time, though.
It certainly is. You took the words out of my mouth. We are approaching March will be here before you know it, and that means madness in college basketball circles.
That's what they say. Great defense.
Ball is tipped by Ramsey. She's so long
Yes.
defending that inbound pass.
Darien is going to swarm the ball now. Very active on defense. And Katie Ramsey tries it.
And that'll be a jump ball situation. It favors Darien, so the Blue Wave have the ball under 3 minutes remaining in the game, down 41-33.
It's a great play by Katie Ramsey. Oh,
And Ramsey loses the ball out of bounds.
a quick, unnecessary turnover. These mental lapses will kill you. It's under 3 minutes now, and Darien's down by 8. They need to limit their mistakes and get the ball. There's one.
And there's a turnover. Here's DeMonicus, gets it to Fiore, and she puts it in. So the Blue Wave within 6 with 2:40 remaining.
Neither team has a foul to give. Coach Danko
And
called
Coach
a timeout.
Danko wants a 30-second timeout. He gets it.
He got that just in time. 6-point lead.
And Fairfield Warde just one timeout remaining. As we take a look at the Darien huddle.
Darien
So-
starters have played most of the game, and they look
Not
to
a
be-
very deep bench
No,
tonight.
not tonight.
Richter's not with them, so
Right.
they're a little bit
Coach Chambers
bit light on the
has
bench.
played mostly the starters, and they're a little tired, so it was a good timeout.
Again, we want to thank our entire DAF Media Network production crew. Ethan Haas directing and producing. John Reynolds, he was on camera 2 in the first half. He's on camera 1 in the second half. And Charlie Hunter and Graydon Overbeck on camera 2.
These guys have done a great job tonight.
Terrific job tonight. The visuals have been great. And it's always great to be alongside my new friend, Brad Bushel.
It's great. Great fun to be here.
We got to talk more about your University of Missouri days off camera here one of these days.
I have a lot of good stories. Most of them even true.
So
Let's see if Darien can get the ball back here. Get the stop.
Darien continues to pressure the basketball. Caroline O'Fierro brings it across midcourt for Fairfield Warde. She brings it out as Warde tries to reset its offense here, maybe run some clock. Fiore up top guarding Parisi.
Ward shows no indication of even going toward the basket with the ball. They're happy to play keep away at this point.
Here's Alicia Henry. She picks up her dribble, and she is guarded by Stobie, is able to get it to Parisi.
Might have to start fouling here.
Under 2 minutes remaining now in this game. Fairfield Warde up 41-35. And Dave Denko has just burned his final timeout for Fairfield Warde.
Parisi picked up her dribble deep in the backcourt, and she had no one to pass to, and Coach Danko was right on top of it and got a timeout and bailed her out.
It is a full timeout for Fairfield Warde. So the Mustangs are out of timeouts with about 1:42 remaining in this game.
So how deep do you go on the clock before you have to start fouling?
Well,
for
it's
Darien?
funny you're asking me that. I was just going to ask you that, Coach Bushel. If you're Melba Chambers, what is the strategy here moving forward? As not only are you facing Fairfield Warde, you're playing against the clock now.
Well, we're 2 3-point shots away
Yeah, it's
from tying
two-possession
this
game.
up.
Still a two-possession game.
Two-possession game,
Correct.
so I wouldn't be fouling now. I don't know if Coach Chambers has a list over there on the bench of who to foul. I certainly wouldn't be fouling Parisi. But I think we've got another 20 seconds before we have to foul. Need to swarm the ball, get a double team, and Coach Danko won't be able to bail him out with a timeout. There's 1:43 left. Darien's going to swarm the ball, try to get a turnover.
And Ward gets it into Ava Fitzpatrick. Here's Parisi, guarded by Stobie on the baseline. She blows by her, can't get it to go. Second shot, no good.
The refs are certainly letting, there's a lot of contact under that basket, and the referees are standing there watching it.
And I believe that whistle is on the junior from Darien, Rachel Stobie.
Yes.
So it'll be Fairfield Warde ball underneath their own basket. Ofiero looks to get it in. Here's Parisi, and she is going to be fouled by Fiore.
That was a good foul that time, but you can't be fouling Parisi. She's made all of her foul shots. They're still not shooting.
Yeah, we are not in the bonus.
Not yet.
Not yet. To your point
We have to keep fouling.
of a few minutes back, it has been a pretty whistle-free game.
Yep.
Ofiero looking to get it to somebody. She finally gets it to Kat Allison, and here's Ava Fitzpatrick with the ball over to Parisi, and that will be a quick foul on Fiore.
Parisi's made all of her foul shots tonight. I think 4 or 6. See what she can do here, but we need a few misses.
Next up for Darien is Fairfield Ludlow. Thursday at Ludlow. DAF Media will be doing that game, and that is Parisi fouled on the putback attempt.
Darien's got to find a way to keep the ball out of Parisi's hands. It's 1:19 left. Darien's down by 6 points.
Parisi gets the first one. 42-35 Fairfield Warde.
Now if you're Darien, you've got to move quickly and get a quick shot. Hopefully a 3. And you need a couple threes to get back in this game with 1:18 left.
An 8-point lead for Fairfield Warde. Dolce to Ramsey. Inside to Fiore, bounces off Fiore into the hands of Stobie. She misses the baseline jumper. Ramsey the rebound and one. Takes it strong to the basket, so has a chance to convert the 3-point play, and it stops the clock.
Right. It's nice to be scoring when the clock stopped. She's got a chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play.
Gets it.
I guess the silence didn't bother her.
Yeah, she takes her time up at that free throw line. And Melba Chambers, Darien's head coach, has elected to use one of her 4 remaining timeouts.
So this is not out of reach for Darien. We need a quick stop. We need hopefully a turnover or a steal. And then we need to either drive to the basket and get fouled, or we need someone to spot up, Dolce, to spot up and hit a 3. And we're right back in this game.
So it's a 2-possession game.
Yep.
With just under a minute remaining. And Darien has 3 timeouts left. Fairfield Warde has burned all of their timeouts.
Dominicus or Dolce could get us a 3, or Chrissy could get one drive into the basket. We'll see what happens.
Here's Fitzpatrick in the corner. She is tied up, and then she is going to be fouled.
Now they called a foul. I thought maybe it was a held ball, a jump ball. Ward would have had the possession arrow anyway, so instead they'll go to the line.
So now we are in the bonus situation.
Yep.
Fairfield Warde will be 1-1 situation here for Tony Lemparski.
She's a good shooter. Well, she missed that. That was a brick.
You jinxed her.
I know.
She hit a couple of big threes in this game. There's Gwen Dolce. Lets it go from 3. And bounces over the glass, so that'll be Fairfield Warde ball.
That was an unfortunate bounce. Darien's going to press, going to pick everybody up full court. Man to man. I'm sure they'll double team.
And Dolce is going to be whistled for a foul, and that will send Ava Fitzpatrick to the line.
The only good thing about that, if you're Darien, is the clock didn't move.
Right.
Picked up the foul. We're going to have to count on Ward missing some foul shots here in the last 45 seconds. Darien's going to have to advance the ball quickly and get a quick shot and hope for some turnover.
Misses the second one. So here we go. The final 40 seconds of this game. Dolce for three. Front iron, Stobie, the putback. Rachel Stobie, the putback.
Darien needs a quick turnover, but Ward broke that press easy.
There's Allison. Kat Allison puts in the layup. And this has all of a sudden become a track meet as Dolce is fouled.
We've got 18 seconds left, and Darien's behind by 6 points.
By Krasnicki.
We're still not shooting. So Darien will take the ball out.
Ramsey over to Stobie. Baseline jumper. Misses. Ramsey, the rebound, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
We're almost at the point with 12 seconds left where she has to miss maybe the second shot here and hope for a rebound. But we'll see. That's awfully tough to tell somebody to miss a free throw.
Gets the first one.
Sorry for the dead air there, but boy, it gets quiet, and Katie Ramsey really milks it. She takes her time at the line. She converted. Let's see what happens here. 12 seconds left.
And that one goes over the backboard, so it'll be Fairfield Warde ball with 12.5 seconds remaining. And the Mustangs are up 46-41. They get it in to Parisi, and she is quickly fouled by Demonicus.
That should just about do it.
So Fairfield Warde came into this game 11-3 overall, 8-2 in the FCIAC. They are in third place in the FCIAC's East Division, ahead of Darien. Both Darien and Warde in the East Division of the FCIAC as Parisi gets the first free throw.
Well, it looks like Ward's going to come out of here with a win, but boy, they sure had their hands full.
And I think Coach Danko and his team will run away and run to that bus as Darien played well. Just going to come up a little bit short as Ramsey makes the layup. 47-43. Mustangs in front with 3.4 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure Coach Chambers has a 4-point play over there. But if she does, now would be the time for it.
I was just going to say that would be the now would be the time to use it, right?
And we have to get the ball back too before we can implement the 4-point play. So Darien really fought hard. It's just that we couldn't get completely back once we let it get up to 10-point lead. We couldn't get it back in time. And I'm impressed with both teams.
Yeah, you have to leave impressed by Fairfield Warde. I mean, obviously, they're not 11-3 for nothing. They play well. They're a sound team, very disciplined, very patient team. You mentioned that word a couple of times in this broadcast. Very patient on offense and looking for the open shot. And they were able to find some open shooters on the perimeter, and they knocked down some big shots.
Let's see what happens here with 3.4 seconds left.
A home run ball down to Krasnicki, and she is just going to run out the clock, and that will do it here from Darien High School as the Blue Wave, or as Fairfield Warde rather, beats Darien 47-43. So a 4-point win for the Mustangs as they improve to 12-3, 9-2 in the FCIAC. Darien falls to 6-8 overall, 6-6 in the FCIAC. And coming up for Darien is Fairfield Ludlow on Thursday. That game is at Fairfield Ludlow, and doesn't get any easier for Fairfield Warde. They have another road game on Thursday at Trinity Catholic. Trinity's played well this season. In fact, 3 of the Mustangs' next 4 games all on the road, so a tough late season schedule for Fairfield Warde. But your final thoughts on this one, partner?
Well, I think it was a great game. I think Darien needs a little more balance. It was the Katie Ramsey show, and we need to get some other people involved to take the pressure off her. Katie kind of wore out toward the end. She played all over the floor, scored over 20 points, and Darien just needs a little better balance. And I'm very impressed with Warde, their balance, their teamwork, and of course their excellent coaching. So it was a great game. It was fun to be here.
Absolutely. We got to do it again.
Let's do it again.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, for our entire production crew, Ethan Haas, John Reynolds, Charlie Hunter, Graydon Overbeck, Brad Bushel, I am Damian Andrew. This has been a production of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Again, Fairfield Warde beats Darien 47-43 in high school girls basketball. Have a great night, everybody.